It's cute, it's colorful, and oh so wonderful, it's TumbleSeed. Welcome to this amazingly unique game coming to the Nintendo eShop May 2nd for $15 in the United States. This game is incredible, I think, in my opinion. Very challenging, very cool. So you are a seed, a little tumbling seed that you can wobble back and forth. It's kind of like those old-fashioned wooden marble mazes where you're turning the knobs to balance a marble through a series of holes. So the controls are very simple. It's the left stick controls the left side up and down, and the right stick controls the right side up and down. You can adjust the sensitivity of it. But that's how you move the entire game, is just moving this seed up and down the mountain side. And this is where you start. It's a roguelike game, so this is where you start every time in this town that's a little bit randomized with the different characters in it and where the building locations are. We can go in here and you can get quests. I think I already have one. Yeah, so I'm still trying to get an aura, which I'll explain later as well. It's like a power-up kind of thing. And that's where you get quests for each run that you do until you complete them, obviously. And then here we have a little bit of lore, a little bit of story in these scripture rooms. The wind is our fate. We land where we may. There is no fighting the wind. There will always be another gust, another seed to plant atop the summit when we follow the way. The way is like their religious belief, I guess. So there's cool stuff there. But yeah, so this is the first town, and then there's a couple areas that you go through. And yeah, so I'm just gonna get right into it. So there's tons of enemies, and there's these holes. The holes are the main obstacles and the spikes, but then there's enemies, and there's a wide variety of enemies that are 100% randomized, just like the holes. Everything is randomized each run, obviously. But we have some grubs that are easy to kill, and then we have this flying bird, which is really annoying. So the premise is to get to the top, obviously, but you have different seeds that give you different powers. So this is our flag seed, which gives us a checkpoint. If the diamond-shaped eye planters are where you can use these power-ups. So this costs 1 crystal, as you can see indicated underneath the flag seed. And I'll tell you how to collect crystals in a second. But that creates a checkpoint, so if I fall into a hole, I will go back to the most recent flag as opposed to all the way to the bottom flag. Thorn seed, or thorn vine, excuse me. Each time I go over one of those diamonds and spend 1 crystal, then it gives me a thorn that I can hit enemies with to defeat them if I have enough, because sometimes some enemies take 2 or 3 or 4 hits. Then we have the crystal, which every 3 planters I go over, see there's no crystal indicator of how much it costs, because every 3 planters that I go over, then it spits out 2 crystals for me to collect. So I can kind of mine my resource that way. And then this is heart seed. Every 4 planters I go over, and each planter diamond costs 1 crystal. Every 4 I will get a new heart, and you lose a heart when you fall in a hole or get hit by an enemy. If you get hit by spikes, it's an automatic death, so you lose all of them. So I need to get a thorn going here so I can take out this annoying flapping purple demon. So it seems really simple, but my goodness, is this game challenging. And the first couple times many times I tried playing it, my initial goal or idea for this first area was to build up a bunch of thorns, so I was always protected from enemies and things like that when I was ascending. But this first area, you can go pretty slow and at your own pace. There's not a lot chasing you, there's not a lot happening, so you can kind of sit here and think about where you want to go. And so I would do a lot of mining resources and then lots of thorns. But now I have changed my perspective because there are crystals laying around the world as well. This is not the only way to get crystals. So I try to mine up on some hearts for the upcoming areas because they're extremely, extremely difficult. That creepy eyeball in the hole is a exploding guy that I really hate. He blows up that radius. If you're in there, you lose a heart automatically. So yeah, we got to ascend, and then we'll get to another little town area which has some cool stuff, and then that's when it gets really challenging. And there's like 4 areas to the top of the mountain. I've only gotten through the first area, and the second one's incredibly difficult, and I'll show you. But I think there's over 30 or 60 power-ups in the game. It might be 30 different seeds that you can collect. I'll show you coming up. That crystal's not even worth trying to risk it. That you can collect, and then in this menu you'll have more. The most I've ever gotten, I think, is 6 total, so 2 more bonus power-ups, and they do a variety of different things, from like creating different projectiles to see, now we have 4 hearts, to what else, like cloaking you, so the ones that follow you, the enemies that follow you can't see you for a little while, to like a slow down time one. There's a whole bunch of different ones, so we need some more crystals. So here we're about to go into this, I call them shrines. Fall in here, and this will give us our first power up. So we get to choose between these two. We have flail seed over here, flare flower, and it costs 1 indicated beneath the name, and then it creates like a mace around us, and we can spin it around to defeat enemies. And then cloak fruit, which costs 3 but turns us invisible, and there's some creepy enemies there to indicate sort of and show you what the power up does. And then in here, this is really cool, in case you haven't encountered the power up before or never used it before, they have these little trial areas, so you can go in here and it'll give you the cloak fruit for free with infinite health and infinite crystals. And then I can see that, okay, these guys are like chasing me, but then I can turn invisible for a certain duration, and then they will totally ignore me and I'm invisible, and there's like the little timer counting down there, so I can, you know, navigate around and not be worried about getting chased by anything. And then same thing with the other one. You can come test out flail flower, which I think I'm gonna go with cloak fruit, just because of the upcoming endeavors. But the flail flower is pretty cool because the faster you go, the wider the radius is. And obviously I fell in a hole, but I won't. It says I lose a heart, but I have infinite in this area. It's like a test chamber, so you can't die, and doesn't count towards your actual hearts. So you can spin around and beat up some bad guys that way, and the faster you spin, the farther it throws it out, which is kind of cool, and it's on a timer as well. So very cool power-ups, and I think that the simple design that like the way you look is really cool, like how it changes your seed. It's like the knight, or like this interesting silhouette neon cloak fruit. I'm gonna go with the cloak fruit because it is gonna be very helpful later on, as you'll see. So yeah, and the game gets, this looks kind of easy right now, and this first area it's kind of like the warm up to get you ready, and also mine some crystals and hearts for the upcoming tortures that will be headed our way. But the game is brutal. There's some mini games and stuff that are incredibly difficult. So definitely, if you're into trying over and over again, this is a kind of game for you. But it's never like super frustrating. I still don't know how to get past the second area because it is so difficult, but it's so acute and simple and not really aggravating, that I love coming back and playing more. So this is a power-up that's already been planted, and these rarely come up, but this one I know what it is. It's called the splatter shot, or I think the scatter shot, and it will shoot, oh, I missed that guy. It'll like aim depending on what angle you enter it on, and then it'll shoot. Oh yes, that was the best thing that ever could have happened. Obviously that projectile at the enemy. So that golden one is worth 3, and then there's green ones that I've encountered that are worth 5. So that is a definite victory for us, and incredibly lucky that we got that, because that stupid annoying flying thing, if it detects you in its path, will like zoom at you and clobber you. So we're doing pretty good here. I'm taking it nice and slow because I have a lot to talk about, but also so that I can get a lot of goodies ready for the upper area, the second area, so that I can hopefully progress a decent bit through there. In the second area, there's a lot of things chasing you and happening, and a lot more holes, so you have to be kind of constantly moving upwards, and then navigate that way. Not really a whole lot of time to slow down and think about what you're going to do. There's a lot of these planters coming up, so I'm going to go for one more heart here so we can go into the second area with 6, which I think will be more than enough. I do not want to hit the spikes though, because if we hit the spikes, like I said, it's an automatic death. You go back to the start without a second thought. And I haven't planted a flag here. I did the first few times I played through this, maybe like the first 10 or so, because I was like, oh god, I don't want to fall all the way back down to the bottom and have to go through it all again. But now I've gotten to the point where I can pretty much guarantee my safety through these areas, and not at least maybe get hit by an enemy once, because sometimes they do throw the tracking enemies at the beginning, but I know that I won't fall in a hole, most likely, in this first area. I don't know if it's worth the risk here. I'm gonna go for one of them and not both of them, because it just doesn't seem worth it. So I'm gonna get some more crystals so that in the second area I can use the cloak fruit more, and this annoying sensor guy is just the worst, so I'm gonna try to get out of his path, because if he recognizes me in his sights, he will charge at like light speed and basically guaranteed hit on me. And I will show you what happens when you get hit in the second area, because I will definitely be getting hit. you bounce up like you do at the beginning, like I did at the beginning of this area, and then, oh god, that is, no, not even gonna do it. Not even gonna try. Bounce up and fly over all the obstacles until you catch him with the bar. Or they call him, there's the stupid, super fast guy, and he doesn't even die after that. He still has juice to keep going. My only saving grace that he was really far away. Oh, what do they call it? The guard vine, I think, is what they call the bar that you have here that's protecting TumbleSeed from... TumbleSeed is actually the name of your character, so they call him TS. I think they call it... I think it's a guard vine. So we made it. We made it to the second town. It has some cool stuff in here. It has free planters and crystals lying around that you can collect. So we can, you know, stock up on those for the next area. This is a mini game that I might try to do just because I know it's super difficult, and because I've done it before, but just to show you guys. So yeah, so okay, I'm gonna go in here and show you what we have here. So this on the left here, you can trade in 2 of your powers to get a random new one. Yeah, the Vine Guard will give you 1 in return. So that guy thinks he's real funny. And then over here we have an aura, which is kind of like a passive power that you get. And this one, plant for free while on 1 health. So we're at 6 health, but when we get down to 1 health, then we will get the plant for free. And then up here, there's a special thing that you will find out later on your own. I don't want to spoil too much. So yeah, let's see. What we have a decent number of crystals. There's also usually a store up here that you can buy power-ups. Yeah, this one. This little shop here. So you can buy, and sometimes you can buy an extra heart up here too. So these ones you can't test out, so you have to kind of know what they are or just guess based on the pictures. So bounce berry, when you plant it, you jump up in the air and like can avoid stuff. That's pretty good. I might pick that up. Tall spore turns you into like a seed that can shoot up and down every like second, and it lasts like 5 seconds or something like that, I would say. And then toxic choke, I'm not even sure what it does. I know you become like toxic, and then you can like infect enemies around you, and then they eventually die. But I don't know if it eventually like harms you, like if you have it going for too long, if it'll start damaging you or not. I'm not 100% certain on that. So I'm gonna go collect all the crystals out there and then see if I have enough to come back and buy the bounce berry. Because bounce berry in combination with the cloak fruit would be pretty dang good. This bank guy, you can invest 8 seed or crystals here, and then he'll give you 1.5 times as many when you see him next. I've never seen him again because I've never gotten to another town, and I'm assuming he's just in the next area, next town, and so you'll get 12 from him. And so you just roll over that little space and stay there for a second. It'll sign away your 8 crystals. So now I have 10 crystals. I have 11 now once I get this guy. I could go for another heart because there's only 3 here, so I can't go for another heart. But I could go and get 2 more crystals, so I have 13. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna quickly mine these up here. I just think the simple mechanic of, oh, another thing that's really eerie to me is these like stone slabs that are like in the middle here, all are shaped like coffins in my opinion, which kind of freaks me out. But the mechanic of going up on the Vine Guard is like really simple but really unique and cool. And then the gameplay mechanics, like switching between the powers and how each one operates totally differently, I think is super cool. And how you like mine your own resources kind of as you go up, I think is super duper cool. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna check out what this mini game is, if it's the same one. I think it probably. Wait, what is this one? Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness, this is a terrible decision on my part. Guys, should I do it? Should I show you what this is? I'm gonna show you just how brutal these mini games are. Okay, because of the movement that you have to do. So I have to hit all these targets. It's gonna cost me 5 crystals, and I have to kill all these targets or hit all these targets in the time allotted. And 2 like guns will pop up, I think. But it's so difficult because the time is so short. Okay, here we go. All right. So they kind of. Oh god. Okay, because you can't. It's not just like you can step up and shoot. It's not that easy. Nothing in this game is that easy. Okay. Okay. There we go. No. Okay, come on. Oh, no. Okay. And you only get 8 shots, which is also makes it really difficult. Okay. Come on. 9 seconds left. Are you kidding me? I don't know how you're ever supposed to do this. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Come on. Oh, my goodness. It's so hard. It's so difficult because you're like focused on the targets moving with your eyes, but then you have to concentrate on like how you're moving. And oh my god, waste of 4 nickels. I mean 1 nickel. 5. Where did 4 come from? My brain is too stressed. All right. All right, I'm gonna switch right to cloak fruit because I know that we're gonna need it. And I'm actually gonna go in here and show you you can operate or lessen the dead zone. So I'm pretty sure, and it makes sense that it's the amount you can push a stick before it'll start altering the vine guard. So I'm gonna turn it down a little bit so that it's a little bit more sensitive. There's less dead zone, so I can move a little bit more quickly. It's not a huge difference, but it's a little bit there. You can test it out for yourself. So as you can already see, there's a ton more holes. It's raining. There's things flying at me. There's that guy that I hate with a passion because he shoots you if he sees you. And he's like a creepy dog-nosed bird. There's way more of those burrower guys that like pop up and mess up your whole day. But I'm going to go cloak right away so that we can try to get through this area. So there's already 2 of these guys on my tail, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to quickly, since I'm cloaked for a little bit longer, I'm going to try. Oh, he still hurt me, huh? Okay. So I lost a heart already right there. I'm going to try to get 2 more, or I'm going to get 2 more seeds here. Or crystals, excuse me. Oh, stop it. You're such a jerk. No, okay, that splattered right in front of me. Thank goodness. Okay. So these guys aren't homing me, like some of the spiders and worms that you'll see later on, but they are shooting at me, which is almost 100 times worse. So, there's the worm. And as soon as I spoke about the serpent of death, okay, so we have to cloak fruit to get away from him because he's just too impossible not to. Okay, actually, go up. No. Okay, so I lose my aura when I fall. It turns into a seed, and then you fall. And depending on how far you fall, you might lose 2 or 3 hearts instead of just the 1 that I lost there. So I'm already down to 4 hearts. And it's not easy. I definitely should plant a flag fruit if I make it all the way up there again. This stupid serpent is hot on my trail, and I hate it. And it's really, really stressing me out. Okay. Should I go for the... Yeah, I'm going to go for the plant for free over here. Plant for free when you have 1. And I'm going to cloak myself so I can get far, far away from the evil... There's like a half circle there. Half hole. Evil serpent. I'm going to create... No, I'm going to go straight up. I'm just avoiding. I'm just running. Okay, there's a spider that jumps after you too. So I'm going to create a flag. And cloak myself. So I'm going to create a flag right here. For 1. And then I'm going to recloak myself. Hopefully not fall in that hole. Okay, I'm out of here. Oh, jeez, oh, Pete's. Oh, my God. Okay. So you really have to be... Okay, I'm going to cloak again. Please stay away from me. Please. Even those little circle fly gnat things can hurt you. And then there's... Look at all these mini spiders that are all over the place. Okay. 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 Oh, God. Okay. Oh, and those crystal ones can hurt you, too. Those, like, flutter flies there. Okay, I have to get... Oh, I don't care. It's okay. I don't even care. I don't have enough crystals? I only have 1 crystal. Oh, no. This could be the end already. No! Oh, my God. There's just so many things chasing me. I don't know how you're supposed to get to the 3rd area. I don't know how. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right, I'm not going to cloak myself yet. I'm going to wait for the serpents to get closer, I think. I don't know. Or that spider to get closer, or both to get... I don't know. But I'm going to fall in here because it's a reprieve. But I think this is an evil mini-game. Oh, no, it's another power-up area. Whoa, I've never gotten a 2nd power-up area. Okay, that's very exciting. Laser root. Oh, okay, I think I know what that is. And then squash. Squash is dangerous because these power-ups, I forgot to tell you guys, some of these power-ups are like the projectiles, or like this one will like squash anything in like a vertical or horizontal line, I'm pretty sure. But like, okay, but they can hurt you. So like, no, I don't care. You don't have a sense of humor. I know that. If I plant the squash here, and I'm the closest thing, and I go in its path, like, okay, when its eye opens up, and it's like ready to squash again, it'll come and just squash me. Like, it has no care in the world who I am. So watch, if I go over here, oh, well, okay, that was a terrible example because it didn't work. And the other one's not gonna do it. But I'll try one more time. It'll squash me, which is absolutely horrible. So it's like right there, it hurt me already. I just touched it, and it used its first squash on me. But if there's nothing in its path, and I come right here and I sit here, okay, well, it saw that one, and it died. But it clearly can hurt you because it did the first time. It used its first squash. It only lasts for 3 squashes, but it'll totally mess up my whole day. See, it has no, like, awareness that I'm its friend, and I planted it. So, you have to be careful. And that one costs 3, and this one costs 1. I'm pretty sure I know what laser root is, but I'll show you guys just for the heck of it, in case I decide to pick it. So you can see some more of the power-ups. So this one plants like this, and it's not an automatic fire. It's one where I have to stand on the opposite end that I want it to shoot on. And I think from this, it can be activated by enemies too. Yeah, so the enemies can even activate it and spray me, which is miserable as well. So that's a very risky one with all of the spiders and serpents that are chasing me. Although it might be useful, like if one's chasing me, to be able to like blah blah blah, like, you know, like roll upwards and spray the heck out of it. So I might actually try it. I think I don't have very many crystals in my real game. Yeah, I have 4. So we're gonna go with the rail fruit because the squash is deadly to you as well. I only have 2 hearts, so we're quickly approaching the end of this run, to say the least. Okay, so I'm back at it. Okay, so I need to quickly switch to cloak fruit. Okay, cloak fruit does not. Oh my god, no! This is the worst. Okay, cloak fruit does not. Should I try to rail him? But it's right at the edge there. Ooh. Oh, this is a tough decision. Alright, we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Nope, nope, can't do it. Nope, 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 absolutely cannot. Nope, he's gonna kill me with it. He's gonna kill me with my own weapon. Okay, that was lucky that spider left right there. No, 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 no! Oh, dang nabbit. I should have gone with the cloak fruit, guys. I'm sorry. I got too optimistic about my experience with it. Oh man. All right. So leaderboard it works. It's just my internet's not working apparently right now. It should connect though if we give it another try. There we go. So I'll show you the leaderboards in a second. 305, 350 is my top score, and that's because I had the star fruit or star flower, which star seed, star something, which basically for 10 crystals I became invincible for a period of time. So that was very super helpful. So you can see like on the left hand side it shows what power ups you got and like what crystals and all that kind of stuff on the left hand side, so you can keep track of that. And then if you look at the mountain, each like line is the town, I'm assuming. So you start like the forest area, then you get to town, then you get to the rainy area, and then the desert area, and then the top of the mountain area. I have no idea how to get to the second town. It's very, very, very difficult. So you can jump right back in to the game. If you stuck with me this far, it means you're interested in the game. So I'll tell you that there is like, you can unlock like a teleporter, so you can get to the second town area, but you get there with no resources, no crystals, and no extra hearts. So it's pointless, except if you want to just practice trying to race through the area and get used to it and the enemies there, because you don't have any power-ups and you don't have any like new seeds that you collect or anything like that. So then you complete this quest, and it gives you the doo-doo-doo noise, and then you usually have to do a run before you can unlock a new quest. But yeah, so let's go look quickly at the leaderboards just in case you want to see what that looks like. So we go up here and there's local ones, there's global ones. I don't know how somebody got 545. That's incredible. All these people who got over 400, I salute you entirely. That's incredibly crazy. But yeah, so very cool game in my opinion. I super like it. It is a game that I think will be in my top played games for a while, just because it's easy to play anywhere. Well, okay, it's hard to play anywhere because you have to focus so much, but it's like an easy game to pick up and play. The only thing I don't like is like you can't save in the middle of a run, so you can't close out of the application and play like Breath of the Wild or something in the middle of a run and come back to it. You have to complete the run, or you can put it in sleep mode obviously, but you can't go to a different game while in the middle of a run and it can still have it going. So I hope you enjoyed it. You can thank the fireworm at the top of the mountain. Yes, that is his real name. There is lore about him in the game. You can thank him for creating the wonderful mountain that we have to climb, and don't know if I'll ever get to the summit of it, but I sure as heck hope so, because that'd be the most gratifying thing on the planet, I think. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let us know in the comments down below if you are gonna play TumbleSeed or check it out. I highly recommend it. Super unique game, super fun time, super great art style. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on all things Switch and Nintendo related news and great games like this. And until next time, SwitchForce out.